Alright guys, welcome to the stream. We're getting started now. Hope you're doing well. Just a reminder here, we've got our in about 9 minutes we're going to be getting our economic releases, PPI and retail sales. So we're gonna have to wait for that. Once that's over, then we can start looking into opportunities. I'm still waiting for this to release and let things settle down after this. Like I would say 5 to 10 minutes. See what it does. So I've already posted the watch list for the day on Discord, which is watch list is here, by the way, if you can see it right here. So still watching BBBY, AMC. We're watching also AMC. AMC is becoming more and more active these days, so I'm watching that, still in play. SPY obviously always there, CVNA still here, QS, Roblox and OSH. I can't even read simple letters. TCBP is a gapper. mRNA also is gapping up big. So those two are gappers. So this is the watch list for the day. These are the ones that we're going to be concentrating, trying to find potential trades on them. All right. Let's slow it down a bit. This light is a bit too much, I think. Calm down with the lighting. Okay. So cool. Today, let's check whether the stream health is okay. Everything all right? Yeah, seems to be looking good. Yeah, I'm gonna have to grab myself a coffee in about 10 minutes or so. Let's see if we can get to okay. Let's see if we can actually do this. Tesla might be the one. I'll keep an eye on. There goes the PPI release. Right now it's being released at 399. This might be an excuse for it to break that 400. Yesterday it couldn't break, as you can see. Let's put this back to 5 minutes. Let's turn this music down or off completely. All right, so as you can see, it's really hitting that 400 now. Yesterday it actually went to 400 over and under it, and it just completely crashed from it. So now today is the PPI and the other one. Which one was it? I believe retail sales, right? Retail sales. These numbers are going to push it forward. Here we go. 400. And here we go. 400 gets hit. And it's still kind of rejecting from 400s. But I think we'll see. I mean, these results, the numbers, when they come up, they just sometimes will get really wicky. The market gets really wicky or choppy with big ranges. So it could be that 400 gets hit and then completely sort of pulls back to maybe 399s, 3898, 50s, and then starts to work its way up or down, whichever way it is. Today I'm watching that 400 level again as yesterday. If it starts to break that, then we can look in the long, look for longs on the big names. Now remember, SPY, the market is still in that trend line. It's hitting that trend line, coming all the way from January 2021, I believe, or 2022. January 2022, sorry. So this trend line has been coming down from January 2022 all the way to now hitting that 400. So it is hitting that 400 plus. We have kind of like a 200 EMA there, but it is over that. So this is why I think a SPY has the potential to actually break that 400. The price action lately has shown that, you know, we are getting this high, swing high, a big swing low, a higher low basically, which could be a kind of like a confirmation that this wants to really sort of go and break the trend line and maybe even go for a bull market. So we'll see. As you can see, this is the result of the economics release. It goes up to the level and then pulls back to it, under it, plays around for about 5 to 10 minutes. That's why I leave like 10 minutes at least, that leeway, like the filter. I don't trade anywhere close to the big releases like these. So this is the 1 minute chart. The rejection came in quite strong, so we might see more follow through to the downside as well a little bit. Yeah, so that looks like it. There you go. So yeah, that is it. There it goes. There it goes. More rejection coming in. That 400 completely held nicely. This is more typical of the big economic release price action. Goes up to a level, comes back down, bounces off a certain level. In this case, 398 maybe, 398.70s, 397.80s, and we'll see if that holds. Now, let's see. Yesterday was a smaller range day, 397s all the way to 400. So $3 range yesterday, quite a small range compared to previous days. So I'm thinking today is going to either break out the 400 and continue to stay above that, or stay under this yesterday's low, which is 397. So that could be the go-to plan with SPY. If you're trading big caps, large caps, you could just say to yourself, well, you know what, if it breaks that at least yesterday's close and stays under that, we are considering SPY to be weak for the day. As it stands right now, it's weak. I'm not gonna lie. It's projecting off of that big level, big massive level of 400. Everything is in line with that 400 level, and every time it went there, it completely rejects strongly. So at this point, yes, it's weak, but it's when it rejects from it, it actually didn't go very far. Usually on these big levels, it goes to it and then rejects from it and then continues to go down from that point onwards. So in this case, I haven't seen this to go further beyond $3, which is 397s here. Right there, 397s, right to the tick. And now it's bounced off of from 398s. See if this area is actually the area that is gonna make a new low for the day. It seems like it wants to do that, so we might see some chop coming into SPY between these two zones here. Okay, so that will, things are a bit clearer, but we can just wait for it to be much more clearer as well. Just we know that it is in that range now at least, and it's done is that choppy price action that we were expecting. And this is why I don't trade. And now, if you don't keep up with the economic releases, and if you don't know which big economic sort of events move the market, then you might want to do some research on it. So, you know, CPIs and PPIs and all that, FOMCs. They're going to move the market like these. So you want to be really avoiding anything, let's say 10 minutes or 15 minutes before and after their release. So the news got released at fixed 8:30, as you can see. Look at the volume that shot up, right? 8:30, right? So yeah, and just waiting on it. This looks like a really nice little area for me to take some shorting opportunities, but it's still pre-market. That's the issue, and it's very close to the economic release. It's been about it's been about only 7 minutes, so I'm gonna leave it alone. If it was like 10-15 minutes after the release, then I probably would have taken the short here, as it's trying to drift down more, and it looks heavy. It tried to actually pull back to the VWAP. It couldn't even do that, so I'm thinking the weakness might still be in it from this rejection here. So let's have a look at the big names, see what we can get. Tesla is relatively strong today, and Okay. Hey, what's up, OSS? How's it going, man? Welcome back. That was quick. Dude, that was like 5-minute walk. That's not fair on Zelda. You gotta take care of her. Amazon also looks like a decent short. There's a lot of shorting opportunities. Probably Apple as well, maybe. Let's have a look at AMD. Yeah, AMD looks like a nice little decent short under 72. Yeah, that's missed already. Apple already went. Yeah, quite a lot of them. Microsoft, Meta. Shopify seems to be quite strong, very similar to SPY's daily chart, where we had that higher low swing. Oh, it's probably that. Yeah. Yeah, you gotta give her time to recover from that. Netflix, if anything. Disney. Okay. So now, Tesla is relatively strong, so it is still holding above the VWAP, as you can see, Tesla, whereby SPY basically is really under that VWAP and trading under it, under 200 EMA as well on 1 minute chart. But Tesla isn't. So Tesla is relatively strong compared to SPY. So if we're looking at long buying anything big, large cap, probably is Tesla. And Tesla has been having some decent move from its low. Let's have a look. Where's Tesla? Right here. So if you look at Tesla's daily, almost to 100, it goes almost to 100 and then bounces off with really decent volume. And then we have a really tiny sort of head and shoulder, inverse head and shoulder pattern reversal here on Tesla. This shoulder got broken with this strong day yesterday. Although yesterday, if you look at SPY's price action, was weak. Okay, it couldn't get over that 400. It drifted down and ended up being red. But Tesla ended up being strong, very strong relatively. It gaps up and then continues the gap up and just finishes up right at the almost to the highs. So that is quite strong. So that means it still holds its strength. And look at the gap it had, 130, 150 all the way to 136, and still trying to hold it. Whereby SPY is, our market is basically rejecting and trying to sort of fade down. So SPY is showing weakness, Tesla is showing a little bit of strength. When SPY starts to bounce off, that's when we can profit from Tesla's move up. So we'll see. So let's just clean up our charts. AMC, let's have a look at that. There goes SPY hitting that low of 398, that level there. AMC I'm also keeping an eye on because, let me just remove this, clear the drawing set. Because these things have been in play recently. It's been bouncing from 4s all the way to 6s now. And if we do get a chance, either way, I don't mind taking shorts or longs on it. And what have we got? CVNA. AMC. And we've got US. Blocks there. OSH. Yeah, our gapper TCBP is already given up. That's already done. There's not much we can do there. I'm gonna remove that from the watch list. And then we've got our mRNA. That's already fading down as well, which was kind of expected a bit. So phase down, we'll see what it does around after the open. Okay. Really not much. So as you can see, these two zones are holding up nicely. Bounce is coming up from this level, and then rejection coming up from 400 level. Yeah, Snicker might be he sleeps very late. That's the thing. Sleeps very late. This is the bounce coming. So as I said, you know, we might have that chop between these two zones before the market opens. But we have got quite a lot of, got about what, 45 minutes? For a 5-minute. Right. So, since SPY is chopping around in between these zones, I'm gonna go and grab myself a coffee, which I usually do. Perfect timing for that. I'll see you guys in 5 minutes. Let's go. Let's unmute this thing. So, as you can see, SPY to the tick bounces off these levels and then stays within that range. So it was a good decision to not take anything before it breaks these. So if you want to make up a decision, very easy. Wait for these levels to get taken out. Then you can make an informed decision whether you want to take any trades or not. Now at this point, it's still in that chop, and it might still continue to be in that chop until the open. Look at my cup. My cup is not washed. Actually, my little one broke my cup. One of the cups that I used to use. And the other ones are not washed, so I'm using a okay. Hey, what's up? Yo. You awake? We were saying earlier you must be sleeping. How you doing, buddy? Ready for the day? Sneaker? It's both. At this point, ASMR first, then stocks. Okay, so you've got to be. Nuts, baby. Go nuts on the nuts. Awesome, nice one. What are you watching? What's your watch list? Ooh, CVNA is running. CVNA has just popped. This is also one of the meme stocks, I believe, with AMC. So we might see AMC move as well. Not really. This is the only one that's moving. So, yeah. Eight level is a big level on this. So if it does go this level here, that's the level. Okay. AMD and PayPal. Let's have a look at AMD and PayPal. AMD, blah 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 blah, goes with the market. Yeah, you just gotta watch the SPY with it, okay? AMD for me, nothing special on the daily. PayPal. I forgot about PayPal's ticker. PayPal is slightly better because it is actually the volume. The volume is very low, but then it's the $80 stock, so that's fine. Yeah, PayPal seems to be a slightly better in my opinion because it's got a daily. It's got a nice little how do I say that? Nice sort of structure for possible continuation to the upside. Especially 80. Watch that 80 level. If it starts to hold 80 level, then that's definitely, I think, better than AMD. Definitely. AMD's daily is a bit off. Yeah. Let me go back to AMD. AMD is pretty similar as well, I would say, but it had a lot of very similar. Again, they are pretty much relying on SPY as well. You know, if SPY does something like rejects from certain levels, it's gonna have that effect on those two as well. So watch SPY definitely. Best of luck, man. Look at the SPY, right? Yesterday's 400 level. How difficult is that 400? So that's why I mentioned round numbers, especially when you get these two zeros or 1 zeros. We're talking 10s or 20s and 50s and 100s and 200s. 500s, for example, huge. So these numbers can have a psychological effect on the price action. A lot of people, a lot of orders waiting there, sitting and waiting. So okay, yeah. Watch what it does around the open. If it starts to struggle at that level, then yeah, for a quick, potential scalping to the downside, yeah, puts might be an option there. Sounds like a plan, but just make sure that you get some confirmation. Don't front run this thing, okay? Front running means as it reaches that 400, the first rejection, you start to buy puts. No. Wait for the confirmation, something a big drop or retest or something like that. We'll see when, I'll show you when it starts to actually form. But at this point, we're right in the middle of it. I still stand by the idea that this week we might see that 400 finally get broken and left behind. We'll see. Yeah, like yesterday. Yeah. Yesterday is a good example. Let me show you. Right? Yesterday goes up to the 400. First rejection is kind of difficult to take anything out of it, but once you have that little swing high, especially if it's a lower swing high, then you can start to look into it. In this case, it got chopped around a little bit more, but right, this is a better confirmation for me than this. Because I don't know, I mean, it's just a bit advanced, but yeah, this whole structure, just fail of this structure basically is a confirmation, and then it went. Something like that, basically, yeah. But it's never like, you really don't have an edge from 399 all the way to 400s. When you say that, 399 might hold, you know? You can't look at it from that perspective. Now, if, let's say, for example, it breaks that 399, now it starts to hold that 399, then maybe, yeah, if that's what you meant. For example, right now, it's trading under 399, so it's not holding. If it closes under 399, 399 didn't hold. So we might see some more weakness coming in. But if 399 holds, let's say in the next bar or so, it reclaims 399 and starts to rise, then we might get the chance to, run for that 400 level. Now, let's say you've actually entered at 399 and it actually goes all the way to your desired level, which is basically our 400 level. Now, I don't want to do that. How can I do that? If I can pull this, yeah, I can do that. So let's say for example you take a trade here, right, and the stock starts to go, struggles to breaks that, and then continues to go up, right? And now over here at the 400 level, if you were in, your entry was here somewhere or here, right, your entry, then you've got to take some out, obviously along the way, maybe even before, right there, 390, 390, 980s, around that area, this level here. So partial out there and then let it work out. Now if it does break that 400 if it does break it, then you've got quite a bit of room. So it might be ideal to have few partials on it. There it goes. There it goes. This is what it means by holding. Now it doesn't, that's why I don't like level, people who create levels like these and say this is a level. This is a level, okay? Look at this, right? No, that's not, 399 on is not a level. You always think of it as you know better, right? I keep brainwashing you guys. It's more like this, okay? So consider zones, not just a line. Always consider. That's why you will see on my charts. Now on the big daily, I can't do zones because it's just not very practical. But on the intraday, you'll always see. Most likely, you will see the zones, as you can see, right? Zones, previous days as well, probably zones. Let's see, zones and zones. My levels are always with the zones. And these ones are automatically, obviously, planted on the charts. These are previous days highs and lows, basically. Today, this low and high is previous days low and high. Hope that makes sense. Reset manual expansion. That's why I didn't want to move it, because I don't want to move that because I need that space, a little bit of, yeah, that's better, 5. Yeah, I've got my watch list posted already. This will look like that 399 to 400 level. I'm watching BBBY. Possible continuation maybe. AMC also is picking up. It's a meme stock. It's trying to sort of make its way. So either way, it could be long or short. I'll wait for price action to tell me. CVNA as well. We're watching also Roblox. Roblox seems to be yesterday gaps up quite a bit, actually, from 33 all the way to 38, and then fades off, yes, because it was a big gap, but it actually never faded off to fill the gap, right? Still held that 36 level that we were watching right there. I think on that 200, that was the low of the day, this level here. So now that level definitely is in play. If it breaks that, the longs on this one is over. But if it stays over 37s, 3750s, it's still a long in my opinion, and possible swing opportunities. So zone, guys, yes. Thank you. Somebody gets it at least, right? I've got QS for possible shorting opportunity. I don't like the volume, but I'll see what happens. OSH also possible shorting opportunity. mRNA is a gapper as well. If gap holds and it starts to climb back up over the 204s and VWAP, then maybe this could be also a potential long, because mRNA is a vaccine-based company, right? COVID-19 vaccine-based. So everybody knows that. Once these days we are getting a lot of the new variant, basically is all over the place, right? Like all over news, new variant is a little bit more dangerous and fatality is higher, I think, and it looks kind of scary. So hopefully that's not the case. If that's the case, then mRNA, something like mRNA, is gonna start to shoot up. Okay, so any stock that has huge, we're talking in billions, yeah. If the market cap is in massive in billions, then yeah, then we will generally say that SPY will have an effect on it if SPY starts to move aggressively. Anything small caps, like for example, CVNA. This one, look, I mean, this doesn't represent SPY's movement, does it? I mean, it doesn't look nowhere near like what SPY does, right? So it does its own thing. These things will do its own thing because these are CVNA. Let me just put it here because I need to know what shares. So about 384, quite high though. Yeah, that's close to a billion. I would say like 50 billion, 100 billion is a 100 billion and over definitely will follow SPY. Yeah. $100 million. Best of luck. Yeah, I mean, people come and go. That's the thing. I've seen like 6, 10 sometimes. They come and go. I think they probably don't understand me well enough and say, F this guy, man. He needs to make sense. I'm going to go to watch someone else. Who can I give you example of? Trader TV, maybe. Little did they know. Little did they know. We have ASMR once in a while. Yeah, black coffee. Yeah, I like black coffee. No sugar, nothing. No milk. No, I don't do milk. Only for my milk. Not with the coffee or tea. I've given up on milk. I used to use milk for tea, coffee, everything, and sugar as well. I don't take sugar with my tea or coffee at all. The only sugar I have is just basically natural things. Yes, sir. You have to be different. BBBY is moving. I'm telling you guys, this BBBY has something behind that we don't know. It shouldn't be moving this much, especially with the last earnings wasn't that great. Yeah, me too, man. I miss Zell. He's been great, and the in the stream everywhere. He's always there. As you know, he's helped you, everybody. Like he's helped a lot of people like yourself along the way, and he will continue to do that. And hopefully, at one point, Zell was at your level, everybody else was at your level, I was at your level. So hopefully you will come along soon enough to understand our concept, what my thought process is, and what works for me, and hopefully take something from this and start to basically be involved in the community that need maybe some guidance. People coming here asking questions. It'll be great to see you answering it and all that. Like just like Zell. Just Zell always is confident enough to answer your questions, right? That's what I want to see. So it's just building that community, and it just takes a while. But as you know, I'm not trying to sort of persuade people to trade my way. My way is not always not your way, right? Now, if your characteristics and everything matches with my style, then that's perfectly fine. What I'm trying to sort of do is get you to trade your own way. You might trade my setups, yes, but your exits and partials and everything might be different because of your patience level, patient tolerance level, basically. So, yes, sir. You are home, baby. Of course. What you see is what you get with me. I'm very transparent. As you know, in the beginning you were asking questions, but I was like, let me just not give this guy a false sense of what do you call that? So the whole business, basically. A lot of people coming into this business with a lot of bad mentality. It would really sort of feel, I would say, brainwash mentality, whereby, oh, you're gonna really work hard for the first 3 months, and you're gonna start to really sort of rack in some bling or kaching, whatever it is. It's not gonna happen. I'm very transparent. That's why a lot of people don't like me, because I say to them, like, a lot of people reach out to me personally as well, saying, oh, you know what, I want to do this, and I've got so much so and so much time. And I mostly tell them, you don't have enough time, you don't have enough capital to maybe carry on for that amount of time you think you're going to make it. So they don't like it, because they've heard it that, you work. My strategy is going to teach you. Here's the thing. A lot of online, if you go online, right, and if you go to one of those paid services, whatever, right, they'll say, my strategy will make you live like a king, right? Trade full time. You don't have to work a single hour in your life. That's the catchphrase, right? I don't say that. I say it's up to you. I could be giving you my strategies, everything, but it's up to you to do what you. It's up to you to squeeze everything out of it, plus more, right? So hopefully we'll get you there. No, trust me, I'll tell you the truth. I'll tell you the truth. I've always been like, and if you go back to my old streams, I always tell people like, people ask me like, how long does it take, to do it really, really well, or do it full time, things like that. It takes a long time. It depends on the character. Some people have done it in a year. But they just they just got lucky. They ended up being in the right community, in the right guidance, under the right approach, under the right hand as a mentor. And look at BBBY. I'm telling you, this thing has something behind it. Look at that. Anyways. Zero losses. Yes, I like that. Zero losses. I'm showing every day. I'm showing my losses. Not like I don't like to show my account, obviously, but I will tell you where I enter. I'll tell you where I exit. I'll tell you whether it's a big red, small red, break even, things like that, because I can't escape it. Because that's the promise I've given. Well, I made a promise to myself that I'm going to be accountable for my actions. And the only way to be accountable for my action was to actually go and stream to public and say to them, look, this is where I'm taking my trade. And if that trade doesn't make sense to me, then I'll think about it and rethink it, like, oh, why the hell did I take that trade? So the stream actually helped me a lot along the way. I learned a lot. The accountability thing made a big effect on my trading. Every day I have to come and show you guys what I'm thinking, what I'm buying, what I'm selling. And that's not easy. That's really not easy, right? People love to say I bought it here, right? I know, but at least the truth, at least you're not going to be like confused about what the whole trading idea is, trading business. Let's call it business, right? If you know the real truth, right, which is trading is not easy. Trading is one of the most competitive businesses, not jobs, businesses. You have to think of it as a business. In the world, most competitive. That's why athletes do really well as a day trader. Athletes do really well. Why? They have discipline. They have routine that they stuck to. And they are psychologically trained already to be a trader. That's why a lot of prop firms will ask you, have you been involved in any of the athletics or anything professional, basically, in sports? It really helps. And they know hard work. At least they know hard work. And they don't run away from it. They actually embrace it and take it further. So that's what I would say. Is not easy. It's very difficult. It's extremely difficult, and it gets worse and worse before it gets better. Stages of traders, right? First, you're gonna be like, for example, your level, maybe a Snicker. I don't wanna. Is that okay if I? No, not Snicker. Snicker is advanced level. Okay, let's stick to that. He's already read like what, 2-3 books, and watched all of my streams, all of the YouTube content. He's not sleeping, literally. He just literally doesn't sleep, right? But so somebody who begins, right, they will, first of all, the idea is to find the right route. They don't even know where they are going, right? It's not even the navigation. It's where they want to go. That's what they need to find out. How are you going to find out? Well, basically, by finding out about your character. Are you patient? Are you quick with your decision making? Are you extremely tolerant to price noise and stuff like that? So that's how you choose whether you can be a scalper, day trader, or swing trader, right? Once you are done with that, then at least you know where you want to go, where your destination is, which is to be a successful of that style, right? Then comes the hard work. You just grind it out, grind it day in, day out, day in, day out. Watch your charts, snapshot your charts, put notes on it. Do you see anything interesting? Record them. At least snapshot them and write on them. Right. So hard work always is there. Continuous hard work, right? That's the beginning, and then you'll start to invest, obviously, some money, small amount of money. You start to lose it. I can guarantee you, I will write it down here on a stone, okay? I will guarantee you, you are gonna blow your first account. I can guarantee you that. Now, the trick is to not lose that account very quickly. If you can drag that account to, let's say you invest 5,000, right? Or let's say 2,000. If you can drag that account to 3 months, possibly 6 months, I'm telling you, I'm going to salute you, right? I'm going to salute you. You've done the right job. Because you might have gotten lucky, you've had the right community, you've probably had us screaming at you, YB screaming at you. You know what? Don't freaking do that, man. You know. So, yeah, this is your tuition fee. Like everybody says that, but it makes sense. You are pretty much investing for your future. Right? But the trick is to that initial investment, make it small, keep it very, very small. Not demo. Forget about demo. Stimulated accounts, forget about them. There's no emotions to it. You're not going to learn anything. In fact, you're going to learn much more bad habits than the live account. So live account always recommended. Even if you're risking $10, $20, perfect. Just keep grinding it out. Lose 2, 3 accounts, small accounts, fine. At one point, 6 months onwards, 1 year on, after 1 year or so, you will start to feel comfortable, feel at home a little bit. You'll start to be like, at least have a direction sorted out. You know where you want to go. You just don't know the shortcuts really. But the more you travel through that route, the more you'll pick up on that direction. Right? And then, slowly, you get there. You start to, PayPal. Are we watching PayPal? No, I'm not watching PayPal. It's done nothing. It's done nothing. PayPal. Are we talking about PayPal or AMD? Dude, make sure that, stretch that 500 investment or 1,000 investment for as long as you can. Just survive. As I said, the name of the game initially for the first year is always survival. I was giving you the example of getting punched in the face in the ring because you're just a rookie boxer and you're fighting against a pro, which is the market. In fact, much more than a pro, right? This market has like 100 punches in a second, right? So you are going, you're going in a ring with a market that has 100 punches a second. Obviously, you're going to get knocked out, but the more you stay alive, you stay surviving in this game, the more you realize that, that 100 punches comes in certain patterns. Some come harder, some come, softer. You will learn to take the softer ones, and you'll try to filter out the harder ones. That way, you're gonna survive more and more, and eventually, you're gonna have that one. You're gonna start to obviously learn to punch yourself in a way that you'll be, quite faster, quite accurate. Your timing will be right. And when you hit, you're going to hit. It's just practice makes perfect. But for you to practice and keep on practicing, you need to survive. So PayPal is just basically breaking down. Not looking good at all. Now let's have a look at our now mRNA is also going down. So James, you might be right about this mRNA. It might fade off after a big gap, but right now it's already faded off quite a bit. So if I was going to take a fade off, I would like it to be bouncing a little bit. SPY is just right within that. Where's my zones? Oh, here we go. I was kind of worried there. Where's my zones? So this is a decision that we need to make today on SPY. As I mentioned before, let it show you it wants to do something, whether it breaks that 400 or 398. If it stays within this range, I'm not looking at anything large caps. I'm not looking at any large caps. Maybe small caps, but not large caps. Okay. Best of luck, guys. Market's just about to open in about 30 seconds. How delayed am I, Snicker? How delayed am I? I'm looking at 25 seconds to go. 24, 23, 22, 21 seconds to go to market open. How delayed am I? Probably about 2-3 seconds, right? No more than that, hopefully. Which is fine. Ding, ding, ding. Awesome. Yeah, that's good. That's what I was expecting. So AMC, watching AMC, gaps up. Let's see what it does. These are meme stocks, so when they do run, they run quite a bit. So we'll keep an eye on those. And our SPY, let's see if it actually starts to move. Ooh, Tesla has a big wash down. Big dump. Look at this. 137.25 all the way to 135.50. Big dump. So this is not good for Tesla. Whereas SPY is bouncing. SPY is bouncing. 399 held again. So this trend in 99 is not a joke as well, guys. 399 as well now is a level. Because it is bounced from it quite a few times. We already have VWAP on there. We kind of have 200 EMA on there. Right? So this might be the bounce that we were looking for with yeah. Anywho, we shall see. What else we are looking at? I'm looking at my charts. Roblox is washing off, guys. Roblox. So this is definitely weak. I think I'm still waiting for that 36 to break though. It's gone too far for me to do anything. 37. Yeah, that's gone too far. So we'll see. Roblox. So our level right there, actually, you see this level we create, it's just right there now. So we will expect the bounce coming from there a little bit. SPY is rejecting from that trend line there. Boom, rejection coming in 399, got taken out. If this closes right, okay, there we go. Now this is looking like it's weak. Tesla is pulling down. Apple pulled down a bit. Yeah. So when SPY is doing this, then maybe Roblox is a good option for our possible shorting opportunities, but I would really like it to bounce. Ideally towards 3650s, 3660s, somewhere there. A VWAP is at 3678s, 80s. Again, we are still early in the game. Look, it touches the level 3610s and then bounces off of it. PayPal going for the retest now. PayPal. Let's have a look at PayPal then. Honestly, PayPal looks weak at this point because this level here, 8060, is brought in quite a big rejection here, big massive rejection. And 80 is under 80 now. As long as it's staying under 80, is weak. If it reclaims 80, maybe. If it reclaims 80 and starts trading over it, yes. This looks like a short to me. Anyways, let's get back to SPY. Watch our SPY. Well, SPY is climbing, so that's going to help PayPal. SPY is trying to reclaim that 399 level. So 399 is being not respected as much. So I'm going to remove that because it went on and off of that. And Tesla is bouncing back up to VWAP now, 136 level. Oh, might be a good area for looking for something on Tesla. But Tesla is relatively strong though. This is the thing. Could be a really good, decent risk to reward shorting opportunity if Tesla stays under 30. It didn't. It didn't. It really didn't. Okay, CVNA made it to our level here. See what it does. Yeah, this was the level. So CVNA, is it going to break this? If it does, then there might be possible long opportunities on this. If not, then shorting might be a good idea here. Oh, it's already gone down. Yeah. Dude, Tesla was too quick. Tesla was too quick. Just wasn't watching it close enough. Definitely decent opportunity. At least not 136 was a bit too asking too much, but 135, 135.50s. Oh my god, yeah, for sure. Missed on that. Definitely missed on it. AMC's failing now. My connection has come a little bit weak today. It's still early to call. Sneaker puts looking good. It's just too early to call. Why? Because we still have this huge zone that hasn't been taken out. You know, it's like it's on and off, on and off. You can't really call it. It's reclaiming 399, coming back under, reclaiming. If anything, I would think if this 399.50 breaks, then today we might see this 400 break as well. But for that, we need to have a good, decent volume. That's why I try to avoid that first, especially with the large caps. And if it was a smaller cap, I will take that first 5 minutes trade, right? I'll take that. But if it's a larger cap, I'll wait big, like I would say about 15 minutes, 20 minutes to take anything. Ideally half an hour. But half an hour is too long anyways. You see we've got rejection comes in. Yeah, it looks weak as well because we are seeing lower highs, lower highs, lower highs. And then we're drifting down more and more. So yeah, that Tesla short could be ideal now. Tesla short could be ideal now. It's even better. It was even better here in this area here. Yeah, definitely. Finally, SPY breaks the lows, so it has the chance to continue to the next level, which is 398. Oasis. I miss Tesla. Please tell me you took it. Please tell me you took it. And, you know, if you had taken it, you're pretty much all, yeah, at least most of it is out now. Because you had that move of, what, $2 in about, what, 5-7 minutes. Yeah, let's go, baby. What was your average entry, if you don't mind me asking? Because you could still be in it to win it for a long potential bigger reward. Because what I'm seeing now is this. Look at this on SPY. Okay, takes out 399 under VWAP, goes up to VWAP, rejects from it. Now, if this doesn't get taken out, this wick, this is attempting again. This is very interesting. If this, okay, see that rejection? If this bar closes anywhere like this, it's a good sign. So, if at this point, SPY is definitely weak, and it's, as long as it's starting to show weakness, you can still stay in Tesla for the last runner. But if it starts to take out, let's say 399 and over, then yeah, it's still in that chop. And Tesla is definitely responding to that, as you can see. Definitely responding. Yeah, goes really nicely, but then bounces quite quickly as well. 3505, 3505. Right here. Yeah, kind of good, still good, but you're partial $1. Any partial on it or no? If you haven't taken any partial, you kind of should have around 134 area here. Because look at SPY. Look at SPY. Now you want to be very careful with Tesla. Be very careful with Tesla. SPY, if it starts to hold on over 399s, and Tesla is relatively weak. Imagine SPY starts to drift down more. Tesla is going to go big time. So if you can survive this, actually, you know what? Now your stop should be 135 on break even. Yeah, on break even right now. And if it takes you out, maybe. But I probably wouldn't leave my stop here because I'm worried about SPY. I'm worried about SPY. Tesla is weak though. Tesla is looking weak. Dude, Tesla is weak. All you need is SPY's help. SPY needs to help you. Otherwise, it's not going to follow through. SPY is not helping you. Sorry to say this, but SPY isn't helping you. It's still on that under that trend line though, but it's building up that momentum to the upside. So be careful with Tesla. Lighten up maybe. Very choppy as well. Very choppy price action. We are in this chop zone. I call it on on SPY. We are in this chop zone. Which color shall I put this? Maybe anything very dark. Anything dark. Maybe this. Yeah. So we are in this chop zone. If it does break that, maybe it's gonna take that 400 or attempt to take that 400 at least. Yeah, just be careful with Tesla now because SPY is 399. It's broken that 399 clearly, and now it's attacking the high of day. Let's see if it breaks it. Yeah, I mean at that point, Tesla was very small loser. Good. If it's a very small loser, then that's definitely worth it because if SPY had rejected from 399 and actually took out the lows and continues a little bit, at least to this level, Tesla would have actually drifted down big time because it's intraday relatively very weak. Intraday relatively, as you can see, is still under that VWAP. It wants to go down. It's heavy. Wow. If it goes and takes the low on 34, you're going to be really gutted. Yeah, it's just chop at this point. Chop. Sipai. Dude, SPY is falling. So Tesla, that was a. I would say maybe it actually tricked you out. It actually tricked you out of a really good trade. There it goes. Sorry, man. Oasis. That was just this little bar took you out, man. This thing. Yeah, I mean Tesla usually have bigger range anyway. So if I was trading this from let's say 35s, I probably either would have taken it here, but I would have probably exited early on the break even. Why? Because I pay attention to the SPY a lot, and the SPY starts to bounce quickly, then usually they do actually take out the VWAP and then comes down, even if they want to come down. So chewed you off for liquidity. Okay, well at least you were part of the whole process, man. Oh shit. That is a bummer, man. That hurts. That hurts a lot. And this is gonna go gap fill, right? We're talking gap fill is about 130, 170s. So gap fill here, 132s, huge room. I feel you, man. I feel you. Roblox, however, is looking not too shabby. Rablax. Roblox is going to be interesting for the next 2 days. As I mentioned, James, in the pre-market preparation that we did. This, if it closes anywhere like this, it's really good for me. I might give it a shot around this area here, around 37s, maybe before 37s for possible longs, stop under 36.60 for a possible long. Just worried about the SPY dropping though. But then you will not be able to catch this if SPY starts to run. So I'm going to be looking into longing this thing. Let's look into this. Okay. Maybe wait up. Dude, Tesla, I mean, Tesla was definitely a really decent trade. I'm not gonna lie, it was a really good trade. It just, sometimes you gotta get lucky. You were at the right time as well. I mean, this was really good. This was really good confirmation, very good confirmed entry as well. I must say, I probably would have entered earlier. That's why I get small losers, big time, bigger, more small losers than probably you. But really nice entry, but this just pullback. Pullback went beyond that VWAP. But again, VWAP, you want to be waiting for the close, isn't it? This is pure liquidity hunt. Stop runs around the VWAP area, and yeah, just went for it. Okay, Roblox, I am very serious on this right now. Gonna take long. Roblox 396.93, 396.93, 396.93. So Roblox 396.93. Long with a stop probably. I could keep it for the low of the day because these are bigger picture ideas. So, but stop could be lower around this area here as well. But it's a starter for me. So I'll see what it does. If it hangs around here, I will wait for it to break under this. So maybe I'll exit here somewhere. But on the break of 37, I'm not going to add, but I want really it to break this area, 37.20s. If it starts to break that, then I'm going to add to it. That's it. Yeah, feel the pain and I love it. All right, Roblox, let's go, baby. 39.33, 36.93. Here we go. Let's go. Break that 37. Off we go. Come on, buddy. Lift that volume up as well. Let's go. Let's go, baby. Let's go. Our SPY also is bouncing, which is a good sign. SPY is bouncing, creating nice little higher lows, as you can clearly see, which I like to see. Yes sir. This trend line broke. That's even better. But this trend line doesn't play a role now. Just worried about this zone got almost broken. High of day rejection coming in, but that's fine because our Roblox is hitting that 200 EMA. Hopefully it's not going to reject strongly. I do expect a rejection, but hopefully it's not going to be huge. Yes, sir. Let's go. Oh, Shopify as well is actually gone red to green now, and break of this 40.19. Third day continuation over 40. Yeah, it's a bit late. It's a bit late. Definitely a bit late. Lucid. I was looking at Lucid for possible swings, maybe. Yeah, Lucid looks good as well, guys. Lucid looks kind of good. 828s to 810s. Very small stop. I want to take Lucid as well. I know it's a bit early. 829s. 29s. All right, taking Lucid. 830s I got. 830s. This is probably a swing idea, so I'm going to leave a little bit of a room for my stop. 830s. Chased it. So it's a chase size. Stop under the low of day. All right, let's go. Let's go. Hold on. Let's see what we got. Here is why. I'll show you why 200 EMA is quite important. Look at the stop, or look at the hard time having taking out that 200, even though it broke that 37, even though it's breaking that yesterday's close, but it's still having a hard time breaking that 200 with the momentum to the upside. Now it seems like it wants to break it, but think of it 200 being as a proper support or resistance line, especially if it goes to it from an extension, right? I mentioned this on my video, 1M200 strategy. That extension is quite important. If the price is sticking around the 200 is nothing to do with the support and resistance. It's just completely disregarded. It has to be going from an extension, right? Extension from the EMA to the EMA, and then it goes to the EMA basically. That's when you will see the effect of the EMAs being a support or resistance. That's the trick. See, it's completely stopping it dead on that second attempt, especially on that 200. Now, if I wasn't looking at this from a bigger picture perspective, I would have actually taken like probably most of it out. It's just, yeah. On Lucid, I'm not too worried about it. If it does pull back to VWAP, that actually gives me a chance to maybe add to it. Lucid is fine. So I'm not too worried about that. It's actually a swing. For Lucid, I've got 10, even though it's a swing, it's like 8, 10, 8, 10, 830. So about 20 cents stop. Like, yeah, 20 cent stop for a swing. Now, swings can go for dollars, like we're talking $2-3 for a 20 cent stop. So, yeah, if I can hit one of these maybe once a week, once every 2 weeks, I'm done. SPY is still struggling around this level here, whereas our zone is not broken. No, sir. Our zone hasn't been broken yet, but at least we're getting that. This little bounce from 399 is a nice one. I was watching QS, guys. This is interesting. This is interesting. The volume is low though. Yeah, it's still in that zone, isn't it? SPY is still in that choppy zone. There's no breakout or anything. Yeah, 399 bounce was nice, as long as it holds. That's the thing. But it's still too early to call. The bounce is not enough for taking any trade. There's a lot of other things needs to happen. For example, in this one, if 399 bounces, it should never come back to it. It should start to leave it behind. So that means if it does come back to it, if it does bounce like this, for a few other bars, it leaves it behind, then that's a good sign. Right? But if it takes it out, then there's no... Okay, I am looking. This is what I mean. Like, it's bouncing now from that 399. It actually never broke under it, and now it's looking volume coming in. Looks good. Looks good. So my longs should be looking quite a decent. Roblox. Roblox is basically struggling at that 200 and the close. This area was strong. I really hope that it takes it out very quickly. And our SPY is also going for it. There we go. SPY, let's go, baby. Let's go. We have really sloppy. Is this sloppy? Sloppy a word? Sloping trend line. Good angled. Oh, dude, Roblox is trying to take that out, but again, getting completely wrecked by this 200 EMA. That's not a good sign. That's not a good sign. That's not a good sign. Dude. Shopify looks like a nice long. Shopify, guys. Maybe it's too late. Maybe not. 40-50 breaks. The volume needs to come in though. And there goes our SPY as well, trying to attack that 400. Yeah. So on SPY, it was quite these higher lows, slowly starting to build up that pattern. And look at the volume, right? It needed huge volume to take this level out, 399.60s. Right now it took it out. Chances are that 400, if it does stay around this area for a while, it might actually break today. Which means I am 1 day late on that break. It's not that I was wrong. I was late 1 day. Look at that rejection coming in again. These levels are scalpers' paradise. These zones. Beautiful, beautiful. Every single time it goes there. Remember, scalpers wait for this. This is all they require. This move here, that's all they require. Nothing more. Oh, Tesla is bouncing. Okay, let's have a look at Tesla. Tesla. Dude. My Roblox is looking good. Also my Lucid. Roblox and Lucid. Let's go, baby. Where's my public? What the hell? Okay. Let's go Lucid. Let's go our Roblox. So my Roblox is doing pretty decent. and my Lucid should be doing pretty okay. I could add, I wanted to add here, but still the price is just too small for me at this point. Maybe I'll add in the next few days or so. We'll see. As long as I'm surviving that 8-10 pullback. Alright, so this guy is doing okay. Finally broke this level here. And hopefully it's going to pull back to it and then carry on taking the high of day, which it's doing right now. Great. And our SPY cannot, still struggling from that 400. I think the big boys have made a pact that they don't want SPY to go over 400. If they do let it go over 400, then SPY might go into a bull market. That's probably why they are worried. But I think it's accumulation. In my opinion, it's an accumulation. You know, these kind of areas will bring in huge. This volume, you know that volume, big money hiding somewhere there. Accumulation, baby. QS somehow looks like a nice little shorting opportunity right about now, and it's not very clean, but the setup kind of is there. I might take this. Not a lot of range though. Yeah, not a lot of range. I'll leave it. Oh, dude, Apple was the one to take. Apple, look at that. Ooh-wee. Takes out the high of day, counts back, retests it, and then carries on, never looks back. This was the relative strength on Apple. Apple starts to go like that, and if we have Tesla starting to do that, I think we might see SPY taking over that 400. Let's go SPY. Let's go, baby. Come on, SPY. Let's take out that 400. And when it does, it's going to be some move, I think. Here we go. Here we go. Come on, SPY. Don't be shy. This needs clean. Let's go SPY. I'm kinda inclined towards taking long on Tesla as well if SPY breaks that 400. Only if. But then by that time, it might not be giving us a good entry. I don't want to be late on it though. Roblox is coming down. Shopify done a really decent move. Shopify is a better entry. AMC is bouncing somehow. AMC is bouncing. Our Lucid is playing around that area where I entered. Oh, I can actually. Apple is pulling back now. It's due for a pullback, Apple. So let it do its pullback, and we'll wait for SPY to do that breakout after it pulls back. Again, pay attention to what's happening. Higher highs, higher lows. Most importantly, higher lows, higher lows, higher lows. So as long as they hold, we're still looking strong on SPY. All right, Tesla. I'm looking at Tesla, guys. Possible long here. I would like it to be over VWAP though. I'm just gonna wait for it to bounce over VWAP. Actually, you know what? Tesla, I'm long. What did I get? 34, 134, 135, around 135s. Tesla, 135s. Close to 135s. So long Tesla. This is moving. So it looks kind of okay. Although Tesla is weak, yes, but 130, 134.70s, I think, no? Let me check. 134.70 something, yeah. Right there. Oh no. Oh no. Don't do it. Don't do it. Out. Yeah, that was a quick loser. Tesla. Tesla is definitely weak, guys. Tesla is definitely weak. Yeah, that was a quick loser on that. That was a long. Yeah, it's it was too early. I knew it was early, that's why hence the position, but I would have really liked it to take out that 135 and then maybe start adding to it. But yeah, it was just too early. And our SPY was, I was just preempting that break. Still early, it hasn't broken. Maybe waiting for this to break properly is the right way to go. And the rejection is stronger at this point. Yeah. Having a look at it, Tesla looks really nice for possible shorts now. Okay. Well, mRNA is strong though. mRNA is just creeping along. Yeah, this basically went. The first red opening was red and then carried on taking higher. Yeah, it actually moved around $8 after its gap. The gap itself is like about $15, so huge move, huge moves. Yeah, Tesla was I think the premature entry from my part. I just yeah, it was just in hindsight. Yeah, that was a really bad decision from my side. Tesla. Okay. AMD, let's have a look. Might be a good one because the rejection on SPY came in quite strong. 72.56 around this area here. Very nice, very good double top, really nice, good level to rejection. Very good, very good. Just be mindful that the VWAP needs to get taken out. If it starts to bounce from it and reclaims that 72.50s, then maybe be careful with it. But at the moment, as it stands, it looks good. Just hope that SPY is actually gonna start to wash down. If SPY starts to bounce, this is gonna bounce. So watch SPY. It's having a hard time. Trading that larger cap again, like Tesla, especially when SPY is around closer to big zones, big levels, can be very, very choppy. That's why have small losers, and then when you catch something nice, maybe add to it. That was the plan with the Tesla, anyways. So this is looking like this finally might be a bigger reversal. So AMD, everything else will look nice for a short. Yeah, just like yesterday, guys. 1, 2, third attempt goes way inside the 400, takes out all the stops or whatever, all the orders, and then comes back down. Same thing again and again. Look at this 400, guys. Right? 1, 2, finally takes it out, comes back in for a big move down. Now today, is it going to do a big move down? We'll find out. But first, it needs to take this out, then the VWAP, then the 399 level. So quite a bit of support there. My Roblox is also kind of struggling under the VWAP right now. Huge selling coming in, huge volume coming in as well. Maybe it's buying as well as selling on SPY. I'm looking at SPY. Yeah, on Roblox as well. I might exit around here somewhere. 3666s. Yeah, under 3660 I'll be out on Roblox. To be honest, unfortunately, Oasis, this is the environment. We are trading. Look at the SPY's area where it's trading, very close to the big levels, and it's trying to, it's really choppy around these levels. As I said, like the volume, it will start to push. It's like a magnet. These big numbers are magnet. They will pull the price to it so that they can get that entry, the orders. But it's better to wait up and let it clear out if it does clear properly. I only take, for example, Tesla, right? These ones are always preemptive longs, right? There was some sense in it on this one. The reversal pattern was there, broke above the VWAP, holding on to that VWAP area, although a little bit short, but it was just acting like, and at this point where I took it in, SPY was actually bouncing nicely, strongly, but it never carried on. But then starting small, because you're early, here's the thing for you, you might know already, for my longs, I always start early, because sometimes when you do have a breakout, let's say, for example, we waited for this 135 break, and then imagine SPY breaking 400. This shoots up to 135.50. Now it's too late. I don't like to do that. I would rather get in like 25%, 30% small position just to have the feeler, and then at the break maybe start adding. Then I at least have the average around that 135 level, right? Then I can base my stop off of this level, still risking 1 hour, not more than that. So yeah, this is a small loser on Tesla for sure. $40 days. You're counting 40 days to break. No, I don't think it's gonna happen. Just have to be patient. Just do what you do. Grind out every day. Small losers here and there. 1.5 hour today. 2 losers is a good risk management. I think very good risk management for two losers, right? 2 losers, right? And here we go on SPY. We are starting to show signs of heaviness coming in. SPY is going to drift down big. Tesla has already taken out the lows. Don't know about SPY. I was talking about Tesla. Tesla is taking out the lows. So this is why your stop is extremely important to respect. There it goes. And this is going to in turns pull the SPY with it. And if Apple helps and everything else like AMD and everything helps, this is going to look great. Look at AMD go. Beautiful trade, by the way. Snicker, you're killing it, buddy. Yeah, just pure losers. Yeah. I know what you mean. Look at this bad boy. Really nice. Beautiful. And I don't see any more. Maybe low of day 7170s right there is a place it might bounce off from. AMD right there somewhere. But SPY is washing down, so you're really looking good. Beautiful. On these bigger, larger picture, larger caps, it's always a good idea to like respect the big levels like this, right? Not go against it unless it completely breaks it. Because usually what happens is, as I said, these are like magnets. These levels are magnets. It attracts the price towards it, and then it fills all the orders and then goes this way. So usually, especially days like these where we have zones closer to each other, we will bounce off nicely from these levels. So range trading could be a good thing. And that's the environment. That's the environment that we are in. The reason why my like style doesn't really shine in these kind of environments is because there's no follow through. There's no momentum in the market, right? Look at this range, right? We've got a range of 411 to 390 at 40. So that's about what? Not even $2 range, right? Not even $2 range. Less than $2, 180 cents or something like that, which is nothing. Which is nothing. Yeah. So, yeah, difficult. Yeah, I'm out of Roblox as well. Probably look for another opportunity on it later, maybe tomorrow, in the next few days. Definitely just chopping around. It was a bigger picture. I didn't take any partials. I could have, but if it was a day trade, I was thinking more of a long term. And also Lucid, I'm still in it, but I'll get out of it if it actually takes out 8/10s. Perfectly fine. Roblox is looking nice, decently. mRNA, mRNA just completely failed from 20750s to 203s. And SPY is looking like nice little continuation right here if it actually rejects from it. From the VWAP. Just remember this VWAP again, magnet, price magnet is going to be on and off of that. It's going to trigger a lot of orders around that level, and yeah, there it goes. It takes out the VWAP, goes up, volume comes in. Yeah, interesting. Very choppy, very choppy. Hasn't created a trend at all. Still, we are in this zone. QS is the only one I saw earlier, was like really nice, but then again, volume, yeah, I didn't like the volume on this, and the range as well. But it's just 1, 2, 3. That three hill thingy was there, the reversal. But I didn't see good setup there. There's the retest. This is what I meant by like it will go on and off of VWAP, and it will just not be like just one tick to the VWAP and rejects. No, it will probably go on and off and then maybe continue. So yeah, just gotta be patient with it. And now you have clear idea what you want to do. If this takes out that 399.50, then that means the structure is broken, right? Because of these, the trend line is going to break first of all, and then first of all, it's going to take that recent swing high. And second of all, it's going to take that trend line out. So that means basically break of the structure, as you mentioned yourself. But as long as it's staying under that, should be good to go. It's been tough, huh? This, I don't know whether, what was it, last week? Yeah, last week I managed to catch Futu for a nice little, really nice trending day. Apart from that, honestly, I haven't been able to catch anything good lately for my style, right? So the environment is completely, I know it's changed. I just have to be careful with the position management on those. Yeah, it didn't take out that high, is it? 399.50, it didn't take it out. I would have waited for that to take out. Possibly close over it, right? If it had closed over it, it did. No, I don't think so. It's right at the tick. So you want to give it some room. Like we were talking about 399.50 is here, right? So right now it looks like it wants to break it anyways, but we'll see. Well, profit is a profit, buddy. You did good. Much better than us, me and Oasis. We had 2 losers, right? 2 losers, right? Yeah, 2 losers. So yeah, AMD now should, I don't know how AMD looks now, to be honest. I don't know, but AMD looks kind of broke. Yeah, I would have taken that out as well, but you needed to take that, as I mentioned, close to low of day. You needed to take some out, if you could. If you could take some out, then you should have. But if you couldn't, then yeah, it's better decision to hold it just in case if it takes the low of the day out. Oh, three for you. I think it might have been 3 for me as well. So we've got Roblox. We've got Tesla. Right? Is there anything else I took? I'm still in Lucid. That's fine. That's a longer perspective. So Tesla and Roblox. Even Roblox was a small loser because it was a bigger picture. So main trade was Tesla. Oh, twice. Oh, yeah. I remember you taking short. Yes, which I missed. Yeah. Makes sense. Now, good trade there, Snicker, by the way. Yeah, good trade. Yeah, Roblox, as I mentioned, it was my exit was here 36.66 or something like that when it broke down. I should have exited way earlier, but I wanted to give it some room. In fact, I could have given room until the low of day, because the whole idea, the thesis still is in play as long as this low holds for the next few days. But I can always come back to it for sure. That's a bigger picture idea anyways. Same goes for the Lucid as well. Okay. I'm still waiting for SPY to actually take out that bloody 400. Just wondering when it's gonna do that. At this point, I was thinking maybe it broke it because the volume, look at the volume that came in. The discontinuation wasn't there. So it was just a push towards the liquidity, that's all. Hey, happens. A winner is a winner, buddy. Roblox is drifting down as well. Just waiting on SPY to do something. Don't see anything. Let's have a look at these ones. That's not looking good. HAL. HAL. I did mention the swing on HAL, by the way, quite a few days ago on general chat. I don't know whether you guys were there. This area here, 40s. This day here, 40. I don't know whether anybody took it. So I'm talking about this 40 level here, right? 40 level. Let me have a look at on the swing ideas. So basically, yeah, look, HAL on a multi-day breakout area, 40 breaks and holds could be a good opportunity, and then later I think HAL is looking good for the break of 40s, AEO as well that day. So I was in on HAL for an average of under 40 stop low of day. So HAL, you know, that worked out. I had quite a good run on it. Really good run. HAL, AEO as well. Really good, decent run on it for those swings. These are only swing ideas. Those are the two that I mentioned, and I stuck with it. Unfortunately, I couldn't mention the other ones that I took. I just don't want to overload the Discord with other information that is, yeah. So HAL did really well, as you can see from our entry. A lot of partial areas around 42s, and then still goes around, gaps up, and still holding on. Yeah. AEO AEO was here, as you can see. AEO was here. Just played around a bit. That day it gave some opportunity to take some out, and then yeah, still looking really decent. Yeah. Hey buddy. Or if I was in your shoes, Snicker, I didn't mention. Usually, what I do is I take partial, okay, because I have multiple options. If I was in options, basically, it would have been multiple options contract running. So let's say you took your trade was somewhere here. I probably would have taken it out somewhere there. One partial, second partial low, close to low. I never let it go to. This might have been a bit tricky because it just went very quickly. But if I could, I would have taken some out here. So 2 partials on this trade would have definitely been there. Now looking at AMD, looks like a really decent bounce coming off of the VWAP. But SPY is under the VWAP, so I'm not too crazy about that. So although my day trading is really not this week, not looking so great. I'm not taking a lot of trades anyways. I think I'm taking about 2 trades. Looks like a short now, AMD. SPY is going down. Mm. 71.85. So you took profits right there. 71.85 is beautiful if you have taken it. Oh yeah, I know. If you were, if you had the option to take it, yeah, that's definitely a really great place to take. And most of how I do is, my first partial is never big. My first partial is about 20%, sometimes 15%, sometimes 20. So it's in between 15 to 20%. Sometimes it could be 25%, depends. First partial, right? Let's say, okay, let me just show you what it looks like. So let's say we entered here short, yeah? So my first partial will be on the VWAP bounce, right? First partial here. That probably will be, this here will be about 15 to 25% partial of whatever I have. If I have shares, it'll be 15 to 25% of the position. All right. And then the second partial always, let's say, for example, if our second partial was here, 71.90s, 71.85s or something like that, this usually is like a 50% of the position. 50% of the whole position, right? The whole position. So about, I would say 60-70% of the remaining position. So on the second partial, I take out a lot. So this could change from 40 to 50%. And then after this, I will keep my stop at a break even. I'll keep my stop at a break even and then let it run. Let that last bit run. That last bit usually is overall 15 to 20%. So this one will be 15 to 20% or sometimes 25% left for a runner. So my runners are always 15 to 20%. Right? That's how I manage it. Very easy when it's trending. Very easy to explain when it's trending. When it's bounce or rangy, it's very difficult to explain. Because there's no partials. I sometimes take huge partials. Like if I see, if I have a potentially larger move stock in my watch list, today I didn't. Let me go back to, this one didn't have a huge potential. This one doesn't have huge potential for big moves. CVNA might have had, oh, it's actually drifting down, CVNA. Look, this zone here, this 8 zone, very typical. This price action you want to pay attention to. Look at this. It goes into a zone, rejects from it, goes into it, rejects from it, goes outside the zone, okay? Takes out that level and then comes back in straight away. This usually is a stop hunt, right? When you see that, that's usually the confirmation that this is also, that zone is holding. It's a fake out, it reverses. Right? So that's the first telltale sign. And then that swing high usually is final nail in the coffin. Especially if you start trading under VWAP, this area also is a nice potential shorting opportunity for a possible swing, for a possible partial of the low of day, and then the continuation to the downside. And then I was looking at the swing ideas that I had. Nike is still doing okay. Lucid is not doing okay. Roblox, I will still keep it just in case for later. This level, again, same thing, breaks it and comes back in. If I hadn't taken this out, it's probably had taken me out here for a 1 hour on the low of day. So it was a good idea to take some out at the break of the VWAP, which I was waiting for. Dude, Tesla is so weak today. Tesla is so weak. Look at this. Look at the opportunities. Especially with the SPY drifting down and it rejecting from that 400 level. Phooey. This almost looks like my short trades. Usually my short trades will look like this, a snicker. So I will short. I mean, I know this is long, and then yeah, let's completely ignore that. If there was no, let's get rid of those. Let's say if I was to take short here, then I would take low of day, first partial maybe, and then next would be a level. I don't know whether 132, maybe around here. This would have been the main area where I would have taken most of it out. 132s, just before or after. So my partials are quite large. I actually am very, very greedy on the partials. Especially the second partial, I let it run multiple hours. So that's why my win to loss ratio is low, about 40%. It used to be 44, 45%. It's gone down to, these days especially, it's gone down to 40% now. But still, my winners are way massive than losers, right? Yeah. This one chewed you up, and then you would have carried on. Still, to be honest, see you, Snicker, buddy. Have a good one. Well done. Yeah, this one just chewed you up, and that basically would have given you enough partial to take everything out, at least for a break even, right? Maybe you just might have actually survived this pullback, because if it depends on your entry. That's why entry is very, very important, okay? So let's say your entry was 70 right here, then it would have been difficult for you to survive this. But if your entry was somewhere a little bit higher, right there, then your break even would have been here. So that's how you would have survived it. But dude, right there, look at this. That's why I always mention, especially if you're already in a trade, right? Wait for this to close above. Now, you might give back a little bit more than you expected, but these wick outs will save you a lot of headache, a lot of losers, especially if you put your hard stop there, because they can see. That's why the 100 stop run happens, you know. If thousands of traders put their stop just over the VWAP, it's clearly shown on the market maker's platform. What do you think they're going to do? right? That's why I don't like mental stops. Sorry, I don't like hard stops. I'm always mental stop guy. Now, if it does reject from it, if it creates a swing high, that's a different story. Then you can base your hard stop. Then you can easily keep it on that swing high. Exactly. If it was that easy, then if you know, looking at this, right? You could have easily gotten slightly luckier on it, and then stuck to it and carried on. You know. But that also means that you probably would have might have had a bad habit to stick with it for longer than you should in any stock. So it's just this time it worked around, but you know, next time it might not. Q is the one I'm not gonna lie, I missed. QS, this, remember this pattern here? We talked about this. The daily, it just gaps up a little bit, but it goes a little. The difference between this is it runs to the upside, but which is fine. It gave us a really nice that you see that pattern, a reversal pattern. So, and then yeah, just entry somewhere there. Follow it. This is ideal trade, and this has more room actually. Don't think that this is done. It has quite a bit of room. If this gets taken out, this low gets taken out, it has a lot of room. So that's why I wanted to trade this, but the volume just really didn't do it for me. And this is my favorite daily. That's why I was mentioning on the webinar we had, on the meeting we had, that this is one of my favorite. Oh, you moved the stop lower. Okay, you moved the stop lower. Let me ask you this. What would your end result would have been if you had kept your stop over here? Let's say 135, 136. Would it have been more than 1 hour if you had kept it over this area here, which was a better option, definitely, quite clearly. So initially, I believe you started with this level, right? This level, this swing high. This is a wick, so you could either use that, but that's too much. But this swing is also acceptable. That would have been still in play here on this bounce. So yeah, that should not have been moved down, especially very close to the VWAP. Yeah, if anything, it would have been closer to 200. Yeah, I think that's, yeah, a little bit of a poor management, to be honest, because you haven't taken the partial. Remember, you haven't taken the partial. If you had, I would have said maybe, you know, maybe looking into break even or whatever. You hadn't taken a partial, so it hadn't really worked yet for you. And then yeah, it's just once it takes the low out, then you can push this down to this swing high. Takes the low out. Now here's a question. Sometimes you will probably use this one, this swing high, but that's not a successful swing high because it doesn't taken this low. If it had taken this low, that would be a swing high stop. It hadn't. This got taken out here. This low got taken out. That's your stop. This low got taken out. That's the high is your stop, right? Yeah, it happens, man. It happens. Gap fill, completely gap fill, and then further down. And our SPY also is going down. Oh, I actually took out this level here. It's taking out, so it's looking very weak. So this actually is rejecting from big level at the high of this trend line. We might see a few days of rejection coming into it now. So I'm a bit pessimist on SPY's longs. I might be looking into shorts now. for the next few days. If we see this holding like this, right? If we see anything red on the SPY, then yeah, we gotta be careful with longs now. We might be back to shorting things. BBBY 4.3. Yeah, I'm out of Lucid as well. Lucid is gone. Way lower than I expected it to. Strange. Today's all losers. Well, I guess it's part of the game. Me done for the day. All right, boys. I'm gonna go. And tomorrow is another day, guys. Yeah, red day today. That's fine. It's not huge. It's small losers, but small losers obviously pile up a little bit. So hopefully we'll come back fresh tomorrow. Let's do it again. Grind it out tomorrow again. And hopefully we'll catch some decent moves. All right, Oasis, I'll see you around, buddy. Take it easy, yeah? I'm in the same boat, bro, at the moment. So I feel you. For you, it will be more, it will affect you more, obviously, because it's just, you haven't seen the up of it. You have seen the downs all the time. You haven't seen the up. Because I have seen all the up and downs, the waves, I know the wait is worth it. I know being patient is worth it. You know, it's not something to really lose your head over, but it's kind of hard for you to understand because you haven't experienced it. But I'm pretty sure, right, you will experience it sooner than later if you are doing what you're doing right now, which is very nicely disciplined trading. Very nicely disciplined trading. There's no major issues for what I've seen, to be honest. So really, really good. Surviving nicely. So that's what we're gonna do. Yeah, it's just environment, buddy. It's your environment is not really sort of suitable for certain types of setups. Yeah, for that, I know that these days are like that. But when in the environment, but just because environment is not suitable as much as it used to be, doesn't mean we're not going to trade. There'll still be options or opportunities, definitely. But we're just going to keep on grinding. Yeah, usually that's what happens. So don't you don't want to do that. You see, the thing is, you want to grind the hard days. You want to go through them. If you go through them and get over them as early as possible in your career, right? You're gonna benefit from it in the long run, right? You can't avoid it. It will happen. There will be times where you will have back to back to red days. And that will make you that will try to make you well, it will lead up to big mistakes if you don't control it, right? So you would rather let it happen earlier on in the career than the later, right? So that's kind of, in a way, good thing, because you're actually getting yourself used to being down and handling it well. Coming back from, let's say, red days over and over, next day, like let's say next week, is not easy. But if you can come back and still do this thing with the rule, with the system that is all the rules and everything according to the system, a disciplined manner, then that will go a long way. Yeah, it will toughen you up. Like it's like one of those things. If anything doesn't kill you, make you stronger. So it's kind of making you stronger every day. Um, yeah, when things will start to hit, will start to change, it will be better. You will see the fruit of the reward that you're gonna get is gonna be much fruitful. Yeah. Oh shit. Yeah. It is fine, man. You will see that curve down is fine as long as that curve down is not a dip down, right? Curve is okay. Curve can always slowly, curve up. But what you don't want to do is dip down because you had that curve down. So just be mindful that don't let these small red days affect you into a big massive red day. No, that's not gonna be good. So for me, I've seen it so many times. Like I've seen like weeks. Um, well, I would say like at least a week continuous, right? One day on small losers, but then one day will come that will wipe out pretty much half of or the whole of the losers. For me, I know that and I've been through it so many times and I have confidence in that. That's why I'm able to not let it affect me as much because I just completely think of it as a numbers game. Numbers game. As long as I'm when the market is taking from me is taking pennies, and when I'm taking from the market I'm taking dollars. So that's what matters to me, right? In the long run I am always ahead. So that's the plan. Yeah, let's grind it out tomorrow as well. What is tomorrow? Thursday, right? Yeah, Thursday. So Tesla today. But hopefully not like Tesla. Tesla is a dip, right? Tesla is a proper dip down. TradeViz, yeah, it looks like that small, slowly. It shouldn't look like this, right? But if it looks like this, that's fine. Still a nice little curve down. Yeah, I screenshot and send it. Yeah, you can screenshot, but you still have me as mentor. I can always go back and check it. But it just hasn't been enough trading for me to actually go back and analyze it. To be honest, for what you're saying, you're taking the right trades. You're managing it well. You're just sometimes getting unlucky. Like today, you got really unlucky on Tesla, unfortunately. But once you start to win on these, then you will start to understand. Like partialing out a bit bigger on these is a much better idea. Like leaving it to run, for example, when they do work. So, for example, QS as well was also one of our, look, as I mentioned, the low of day is not enough on this one. See, this going for further down. It has potential, huge potential, right? There's nothing, right? It's 2 or 7 at least, right? Now, if you were, short on this huge run, right? We're talking huge run, even if you had taken it over here. So just wait for those setups, man. Just wait for those right times that it's gonna work. All right. Leave it alone. You don't want me to check. I haven't checked it yet. No, I'm not gonna check it now. I'll probably check it. How long has it been? Probably in a week or so. Let it be at least like How many trades has it been since January? You think? Not much, right? What? 15 trades? That's not enough. That's not enough for us to. Yeah, so let it be another week or maybe 2 weeks. Then we'll look into it, analyze it. 13, yeah, no, it's not enough. 13 is not enough. And also, these 13s are small losers. Some of them are small losers as well, like half position and things like that. No, it's not enough. Yeah, so I'm going to be off. Thanks for being here. Appreciate you guys. And we'll see you guys tomorrow, 8 a.m. EST, right? Some of your messages were not shown on the... So I had to... Yeah, I think I've... don't know how to... sent you... Okay, I'll enjoy that. All right. Okay, guys, I'm ending this stream now. I'll see you tomorrow. Catch you. All right, take it easy. Stay safe. Cheers, guys.